I want you to imagine you've just stepped into this room. Take a moment to look around. You've never met the person who lives here. What words come to mind about them? They're messy, creative, adventurous, maybe young. Now imagine you're in this room. Who is this person? Organized, more deliberate, more calm and mature. This looks like someone that would give really good advice. Notice how quickly and confidently you can judge someone you've never met based on nothing but the things they own. In 2002, psychologist Sam Gosling ran a study called A Room with a Q. He asked students to rate their personalities. Then, total strangers spent just a few minutes looking around their bedrooms, judging their personalities based on what they saw. From the assessments, the strangers knew the person just as well, if not more, as their close friends just looking at their stuff. What this tells us is something simple but powerful. The things you own reveal a lot about you. You don't have to meet someone to truly know them. In fact, you don't even need to know what they look like. Most people on the internet know me by this photo. I've never revealed my appearance or my personal identity. And yet, most of the relationships I've formed online know a more authentic version of me than my close friends and family. Think about it. Why is it so hard to show another person your TikTok algorithm or your Instagram For You page? You feel vulnerable and naked, right? You're revealing deep parts about yourself. It took me a lot of courage to share this screenshot of my liked songs on Spotify. You probably know a lot more about me now than you would if I tore down this wall between us. Web 2 companies know this well. Every time you click, swipe, or buy something, it's behavioral residue that's collected to build a profile about you and your preferences. It's extremely valuable stuff, and they keep it for themselves. But what if that data wasn't trapped? How would your experience on the internet change? What could you build? I'll even take it one step further. What if every app you use knew your preferences without giving them sensitive personal information? Well, I have good news. Remember the bedroom exercise we started with? We can play the same game with wallet activity. What comes to mind when you think of someone that actively trades Farcoin? What about a longtime holder of Jupiter? If you're familiar with these coins, you'll likely already be imagining what each of these people are like. If you take a closer look at wallet activity, it reveals even more. There are all sorts of categories and variables that you can give weight to. Let's use my own wallet, for example. First, you know I have years of daily transactions, so you can probably guess I'm an early adopter. I'm holding all the NFTs I fell in love with in 2021, which means I lean more towards art and culture on-chain. I have nothing against meme coin trading, I'm just bad at it. But I've dabbled here and there, and I don't do it often, but it means I'm not particularly motivated by profit. I regularly collect content that's aspirational and aesthetic, which could mean I'm into lifestyle content. You'd also know I'm a content creator. There was a period where every day for 2 years straight, I published a design idea on-chain. I've attended every FWB Fest so far, which reinforces my affinity for creativity, art, and culture. When I connect my wallet to your app, I'm giving you just as much information as TikTok while maintaining my privacy. It's a win-win for me as a user and for you as the app creator. The only difference is I'm giving you this information before I use your app. By allowing me to connect my wallet, you know exactly what I want by simply scanning my history. I'm not just holding assets. I have behavioral clues. In design, we love to say context is king. Great experience are derived when you anticipate what I want and serve it to me as quickly and as easily as possible. Every single transaction hash tells a story about me, my tastes, and my preferences. You don't even need to be making a crypto app. So why would you, as the app creator, let that go to waste? You can make inferences on what I like and serve me personalized content. You can suggest things for me to do and guide me to action. You can bootstrap a social graph based on people that have similar activity and interests as me. You can let me share context with LLMs so they know me better from the start. There's a good chance that the person that actively trades Farcoin skews younger, has more Gen Z tendencies, and enjoys a more fast-paced experience, whereas the person who's predominantly a long-term Jupiter holder is more methodical. Generating these inferences accurately has always been a challenge. If you've never heard of either of these tokens and don't know what characteristics they represent, it's difficult to really know someone. What's more, thousands of new tokens emerge every second. So even if you have your finger on the pulse of crypto culture, it's still impossible to track what all that means. It's not as easy as seeing if I have a Dostoevsky on my bookshelf or if I have a guitar in my bedroom. But with agents and AI-powered search, you can gather information on someone's blockchain activity and a token's narrative and metadata in real time. And more importantly, you can make connections between the two. Maybe this is the true intersection of crypto and AI. I'm not just holding tokens. I'm holding so much more. You know a whole lot more than what's in my bedroom. You know more than if I have socks on the floor, how organized my desk is. The door's open. You're more than welcome to come in and snoop around whenever you want. Thank you.